Hey guys. Hey, first of all, Happy New Year! It's 2016, guys. Who of you guys are ready to step up for 2016? You know, the funny thing is when you start thinking about, you know, what's coming up, what's gonna happen, what's this next year gonna be like, I find myself starting to think back about what was last year. Like, what was 2015? What was that for me? And for me, 2015 was easily the year that I learned the most in my entire life. I mean, not easy in a lot of ways, really hard in a lot of ways, but also very, very rewarding because you do learn a lot. And, you know, my faith in God has just grown so much. And, you know, I'm so humbled to be able to even share some of those things with you guys. But, you know, as I started thinking about some of my memories of 2015, I realized that most of them were with you guys. Most of them were with you guys. And, you know, I remember doing our Frenzy event. That was one of my most favorite things that I've done, throwing those boulders at you guys. Made me really happy. You know, summer camp up in Estes Park, so much fun, so great to have you guys. And I really remember at Fall Retreat worshiping with you guys. That the worship that we had there was something that I hadn't seen from you guys and kids your age. It was just so cool. And I've just had so many amazing times with you guys, you know, starting the welcome team and having so many of you guys on there and watching you guys thrive and become your own student leaders. I've absolutely loved it. A few other things happened to me in 2015. I learned how to rock climb. That was pretty cool. My friend Joe kind of took me and showed me how to do all that stuff. That was fun. I got a puppy. Ooh, got a little puppy. He's 9 months old now. Just a few weeks ago, I got surgery on my sinuses, like up in there. So, you know, I mean, not a great memory, but definitely a memory of what the year was. I guess before I go on, you guys can't hear about my puppy and not see a little video of him, right? All right, here's the little guy's name is Princeton. Come here. So that's Princeton. That's when he was little. This is what he looks like now. He's just great. He's been such a joy. But well, let's get into our message. You know, as we begin our Stepping Up series, and you know, looking back at 2015, looking forward at 2016, and what we can dream of, you really do start dreaming of what things could be. You know, what can I do better? How can I be better at this? What team can I make that I didn't make last year? Or, you know, you start dreaming like that. And when I'm talking about dreaming, guys, I mean like a hope or aspiration of something that you want to go towards, something better. Not like dreaming like sleep dreaming. You know, that's not the dreaming I'm talking about. Or Oh, sorry guys, I kind of spaced out there. I was in La La Land somewhere dreaming. I'm not talking about that kind of dreaming either. Any of you guys ever do that in class? Like, oh my gosh, they just calling me. What do I do? That was me. That was me every single grade that you guys are in right now. You know, that was always me. So, you know, not that kind of dreaming either, but hoping for the future, hoping for something better, hoping to be better than you were, that kind of dreaming. And a couple things we're going to talk about today are, why do you dream? I started really wondering about that. How should you dream? How to dream? And then how do you step into those dreams? Because all of them are very, very difficult. So you guys will find you had a piece of paper on your chair, and hopefully you had a pencil. If not, fight your neighbor for it. But you can take some notes on there, and then there's a space at the very bottom that we're going to do a little reflection at the end. So definitely listen and pay attention here today. But also one other thing before we really get into it, The adult services guys are going through a very similar series as we are here. So I really encourage you guys that when you go home or in your car rides home or whatever, when your parents may be asking you what you learned today, why don't you guys ask them some questions? They're going to be learning very similar things, and I bet you guys might even be able to bring some inspiration to them. So take this and run with it, okay? But the first question I started thinking about was, why do we dream? Why do I think about the future? Why do I think about these other things? Why do I think about 2016 and all these awesome things that we can do? Why do I do that? My wife and I, we sit down and Alexis is like, hey, let's do this. Or I'm like, hey, let's do this year. And, we're dreaming of this year, but why do we do that? And, the best thing I found is, it's kind of obvious, actually. But our God that we serve, He is a dreamer. Think about it, guys. Our God is a dreamer. He dreamt up everything that you see right now. He dreamt up all the animals, the millions of animals that there are. I was looking up all these goofy pictures of animals that you never knew existed, and like blob fishes, and there's like these deer with like vampire teeth. And I'm like, what the heck is that? I don't ever want to see one of those in life. But God created so many animals. All the landscapes that you guys can see. Even in America, it's unreal, the places that you can see. Think about God dreaming up the earth and the planet that we live on. It's spinning like that fast, and we don't even feel it, and we're flying around the sun, and how are we not flying off of it, into the atmosphere? And we're on Earth, and we can actually live here. It's the only planet that has life. It's not too far or not too close to the sun, so we actually can live. Guys, you guys ever think about that? God dreamt up all this stuff. But most importantly, why you are a dreamer and why you dream is because God dreamt of you. God dreamt of you. He created you. He thought of you. He knows every single part of you. And guys, really, that's why we are dreamers, is because our God, who created us in His image, dreamt of us. Therefore, what He wants to do is dream with us and through us and use us to carry out His dreams. Does that kind of make sense to you guys? Mm-hmm. That is why we dream. And each of us has our own unique passions and dreams. And you think about, something that I dreamt of a few years ago. I was like, what, it'd be really cool if I rode my bicycle across the country, and if I raised some money to drill some wells around the world. And guys, this was such a wacko dream that only one other person I knew wanted to do it, so I did it with him. But we all have our own unique dreams, and I was thinking of back when I was your guys' age. Some of the things that I dreamt of were, well, here's all these math quizzes. Let's see how fast I can do those. I want to be the fastest of anyone there. I'm pretty good at running, so I want to run a 5-minute mile. I love baseball. I want to hit 500. I want to pitch 70 miles an hour. These are my dreams that I remember having when I was your guys' age. Another one was, I want to have the most friends of anyone that I know. That's what I remember thinking, And so as we start dreaming and thinking about what those dreams are that we have for this next year and this upcoming season, we have to remember that God is a dreamer. In Ephesians 3:20, I want to read this verse for you guys. It's a paraphrase in the Living Bible version. But this is what really shows you how big of a dreamer God is. But it says this: "Now glory be to God, by His mighty power at work within us, is able to do far more than we would ever dare to ask or even dream of. Infinitely beyond our highest prayers, desires, thoughts, or hopes." So guys, when you guys think of what you dream about, you have to start thinking, what is God dreaming about right now that is so much bigger, infinitely greater than what I could ever dream in and of myself? Okay? So, what I actually want to do, I want to get a gauge on you guys. We're actually going to have some mics coming around, but I want to know, what are some of the things that you guys dream of? What are some of the things that you hope and aspire for here in this next season? Not like 40 years down the road and you want to be an astronaut or something, but like, what are you thinking of for this season? What kind of things do you guys hope for where you're at? So Josh is over here, Madison's over here, she's got mics. Raise your guys' hands. I'm going to jot some notes on up here.
Have flying toasters.
Fix my subwoofer.
What?
Go on a hike with my family.
I'm laughing at the flying toasters.
A better relationship with God.
I want to go down to the animal shelters and help stop animal abuse.
Getting good grades.
Yeah, everyone thinks about that, huh? Guys, these are great. Keep them rolling. These are awesome.
Graduating.
Graduating 6th grade?
Playing in a big sports tournament.
Getting a lead in my school play.
Getting better at sports. Starting a toy drive next Christmas.
Sorry, what was that? Toy drive. All right, 2 more, guys. 2 more. These are awesome. You guys are dreaming good.
Making donuts more delicious.
Got one more?
Getting 100 subscribers on YouTube.
All right, great, guys. Thank you so much. All right, sorry if you can't read my writing. But guys, these are a lot of things that you guys are dreaming of these days. Very important. A lot of these things are awesome. I mean, you'll dream of a lot of these things forever. I mean, I dream of relating with God better all the time, or, getting good grades, always, hiking with the family. That's so cool. Guys, that is awesome. Thank you so much for bringing that. But as we start to think about these things that we're dreaming for and hoping and aspiring for, we have to learn how to dream. Okay, you guys will see some notes on your thing here. But how to dream is really tricky because there's a couple pitfalls I want to talk to you guys about. Number one, the first pitfall is when we start dreaming, a lot of times we dream for ourselves. We dream, I want to do this better so that I can make more money, so that I can have more stuff, so that I can be better than whatever it may be. I want to be better than everyone else. But a lot of times we dream for selfish reasons. And, going back to some of the dreams I was telling you guys that I had, a lot of them definitely were selfish reasons. Why would I want to have more friends than everyone else? That's all about me. I remember thinking that. I want to have more friends than everyone else. And, it's not about having 50 friends or being the most popular kid in the school. And then, all right, now, God, I said that. Now you bless me. Yeah, that's my dream. So you come with me, God. That's not how we should dream, guys. How we need to dream is with God. Remember, He's this great, awesome dreamer, and He created you to be that. So you need to connect with Him to really dream. And it's a prayer like this, God, I realize that you have a dream for my life. You created me unique and special, and I know you have a unique and special dream for me, and I want to pursue that with you, because I know that with you I can do way greater things than I ever could have imagined on my own. So that's kind of the first pitfall, is doing things for yourself rather than dreaming with God, okay? We need to dream with God. Now, the second pitfall in the how to dream part is fear. And guys, think about all these dreams right here that you guys got over here. Now, how many of them might you guys not do because you're afraid? You know, there's so many things in my life that I have not done because I've been afraid that I would fail. I've been afraid of what people would think of me if I did fail. I've been afraid of rejection, embarrassment, whatever it may be, that people would think I was a weirdo. If I went for something, if I dreamed. Guys, fear really, really holds us back. And I want to hear some of your guys' fears. So if you guys bear with me, we're going to do this again. So we got dreams over here. Now we're going to do fears. So you guys start raising your hands. We're going to have the mics around again. And we're going to go through some of these. And you guys just say, what are you afraid of? What holds you back from doing some of your dreams?
Clowns.
All right.
Snakes.
All right. The things that are holding you back from your dreams, okay? Okay?
Trying new things in gymnastics.
My mom holds me back.
Afraid of people not accepting me. Back handsprings on the beam.
Embarrassment.
People judging me.
Being made fun of. Getting bad grades.
Being vulnerable, just showing yourself to other people scares me.
Scares me too.
Failure.
Embarrassment.
Cool, just two more? We get two more?
Getting grounded.
Maybe for the donut one?
Disappointing people.
Great. All right. That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Guys, what we got to realize here is these things are very, very real. And guys, these things hold each and every one of us back every single day. Every single day, some kind of a fear holds us back from a dream that God has for us. Understand this, guys. Understand this. And so with all these fears, after we've been learning how to dream with God is how we dream, how do we actually step into these dreams, okay? How do we silence and crush these fears? And you have to understand that it is exactly Satan's ploy against you is to bring these fears into you. Satan wants you to walk by fear, but God wants you to walk by faith. And I know that sounds simple, guys. I know that sounds simple, but it's not. It's really this. It's faith versus fear. Faith is the direct antidote and weapon against fear. And guys, what do you need to have faith in? You need to have faith in the dreams that God has for you and the dreams that you and God have together come up with and dreamed together. Now guys, on your piece of paper, look at the very bottom. There's a little part for you guys to write something that you're dreaming of, hoping for, aspiring for this year. For this year. And I'm going to give you guys a little moment here to reflect on that. Kind of pray through that. But before you guys do that, you need to hear a verse. You've got to hear this verse. It's in Jeremiah 32:27. It says this, "For I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me? Is anything too hard for me?" Guys, he's saying that because the answer is no. There is nothing that's too hard for God. Remember, look around you, see everything that he's done. That is the dreamer God that we can have our faith in. And when we have that faith in our dreamer God to take us alongside with him on these dreams that we are aspiring to do, our fears, and the fears that Satan pushes on us, can be crushed. Now, your vision may be small, but I ask you guys to expand it today. Expand your vision of what you dream of what you dream of for now, of what you dream of for this year, of what you dream of for your life with God. I need you guys to ask yourself this question, and this is going to lead a lot into your small group time. But if there was one thing you could do, an attempt for God, and you knew you would not fail, what is it? If you knew you could attempt one thing for God and you knew you wouldn't fail, what is it? That's dreaming big, guys. Have you ever noticed that the bigger that people dream, the bigger they tend to live? Have you ever noticed that sometimes someone's desire to accomplish something can push them through all the way to the end? Have you ever noticed that people who refuse to give up are the ones that most often succeed and finish? Have you ever noticed that people that expect great things generally tend to experience great things? Guys, that's faith. That is faith. And it is a direct comparison how big your dream will be by how big your faith is in our big, awesome dreamer God who dreamt of you. If your faith is big, your God is big. If your faith is small, your faith in God isn't too big. It's pretty small. So you guys, look at that bottom question. You guys are going to have a time of reflection here. You're going to write that down. You're going to talk about that in your small groups. I'm going to pray for you guys, okay? We're going to have a little bit of time here.